What's going on YouTube? Another Tuesday, another tutorial. Yes, last Tuesday I missed that tutorial because I didn't really feel like you guys are commenting enough what kind of tutorials you guys want. So let me know down in the comments whatever tutorials you guys want to see on the channel. In today's video, as you seen by the title, I want to talk a bit more about how you build up in EFC 25 in all kind of different formations and what I'm thinking and what I'm looking at when I'm building up in all different formations. But before we jump into today's video, don't forget to subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot. Now, let's go. So, what am I looking at when I try to build up in EFC 25? Most likely, when I get the ball with my center backs or the CMs, the first thing I'm looking for is to try to get the ball wide. And why is that? Because if we get the ball wide, then the opponent's AI tend to switch over to that kind of side. So if we go to the side, that will open up more space in the middle, and then we can go from the side into the middle and then have a lot of space to create stuff and basically have a lot of runners going forward and then try to score. So example here, we have the ball out wide. I want to get it even more wide, but I want to get the ball forward because if we play on our own half too much in this year's game, most of the time the ball just gets stuck under your player's feet basically, and then it's obviously easier for the opponent to press, and then you will be caught losing the ball in your own half, which is super dangerous in this year's game. So the thing I'm doing a play lock here towards Rafael Leao, just an R1 pass. I know Immobile has some great passing play styles, that's why I'm using it there. The thing I already done here with Leao is that you see Ollelito has his arm forward, which means that I triggered Ollelito, and I want to find Messi. Why do I want to find Messi? Because if I find Messi, Ollelito will most likely run into that space in behind the center back, and then we can play a through ball towards Ollelito. As you see here, I get the ball to Messi. Ollelito is running in behind. I probably could take the touch forward here and actually play Ollelito, even though I take the touch backwards. It's fine, because we come from the middle, then we can play a Kaká through almost. But once again, you see us coming from the middle out wide, and now suddenly you see a loads of space opening up in the middle here for Messi to be able to do something. And as I said before, he pulled out his center back, which means that there will be space in behind. Where we find Kaká, unfortunately, they didn't really get a good touch, so I need to protect the ball. And there, I should have just played the ball wide. Because when we come from the middle, as I said, we want to go wide later on. So as I said, when we get the ball here with Kaká, I need to just protect the ball as I do pretty well here. Maybe just bounce it back to Messi and then start over going to the wing, then going into the middle again. So, I lose the ball here. He's doing a good player lock. I just tend to press. He is also going a bit to the middle, going wide now, and then try to find something to play for, basically. If he doesn't have anything to play for, it's fine. Just trying to defend, and then obviously he gets a good chance. He should have scored this. But you will see, once again, I'm trying to go wide to Immobile. I lose the ball very stupidly. Once again here though, I go to Ollelito, I make Messi go a bit more wide, then I play it into the middle, and then I try to create something. Then I have runners pressing L1 towards the players here running, super important. We go from the wing into the middle, and then if I would have taken a better touch here with Messi, I would have had Kaká open. But you see here, we're using the wing as much as we can. I go middle a bit early, finding Messi here on the inside. If I take this touch more towards my own net, basically towards Messi's right is going to be, then I open up that space for Kaká, because then he will go into that space. Now I took this a touch more towards the goal, which leads to him defending it pretty well. And yeah, obviously a great attack that you see. We go from the wing, then into the middle, and then out wide again, and then into the middle once again. And here again, he has a corner, and you will see what I do directly from this corner. He's doing this very well for the corner. Now obviously this is easy, but the thing I do with Messi, I take the ball once again super wide. And here is super important to press L1 and triggering these players running in behind. And as you see here, Leao is triggered, but here I'm just going to take space. I'm not going to focus on playing Leao, because here I'm just going to try to play for a reset. And if you don't know what a reset is, it's basically when you go down to the corner flag, you find your two CMs, then try to go from the CM, then into the striker with a pretty direct pass. I can't find anything. I try to bait him that I'm going to do a Borrell Trivela. Doesn't work. Good play lock here to Kaká. Obviously very good left stick with me there. Good left stick dribbling is called. I haven't said that in a long while. And after that, green time finishing to the back of the net. But it's basically us again, coming from the wing, then trying to go into the inside, because then the opponent's AI hasn't really been able to track over. And this is basically why we have so much space here going down this wing. So once again here, finding Ollelito. I can maybe find Kaká with a pass here if I do R1, but I tend to play it a bit more safe. Trying to find Leao, obviously good defending, getting a bit lucky there. Good player lock, good left stick dribbling here, turning away from the Rodri. Green time finishing at the back of the net, and a fantastic goal by using the wing, then going into the middle with, yeah, basically our build-up. And you will see here again, off the kickoff, we tend to go to the middle. I mean, I would say it's basically from the kickoff, it gets like a lot of space here. And as I said, I would say this is still the middle. Tend to go more middle because I already eliminated his midfield. So I have Kaká running forward, which means either he needs to go on me, or I will have space basically in behind. So it's super important to trigger these runs, especially the wingers. So as I sent Vira here, he's just running in behind. I'm shielding the ball there very, very well, just waiting for a reset again. If I can't find anything, then I just have some patience. Here again though, I should have had more patience with Vira. I'm rushing this a bit. I shouldn't really try to play for Ollelito, as a lot of times, especially pros, maybe not on your level that's watching, but a lot of pros are tending to cut off the CM pass because they know what's going to happen. That's when I go to my camo, to my striker then from the wing inside. So for example here, I see, okay, Ollelito is kind of open, but at the same time, he doesn't really have anyone that's pressing me well here. So I should just take time and just wait. But he reads this very, very well with his Bobby Charlton. And yeah, some great defending from him. And from here, he can start his attack basically. And we will go into this kind of, I would say, first half of, or going into like the second half of the first half here. And we try to do something else here, because obviously we want to go wide. We want to drag the opponent's AI out of position. And also, most importantly, we want to try to break the lines through the midfield. That's going to be key when you're looking at the build up in ESA 25. So if I can break the lines through his midfield, that's going to be the key to open up his defense. So once again here though, I can still play Vira here and take space on the wing if I want to, but if I can break that line between his Leao and Kevin De Bruyne here, I want to. And my Bobby Charlton is in a lot of space here. So the key is basically to play the left center mid on deep line playmaker build up, and on the right CM I'm playing box to box, so I'm trying to switch it up a bit. Playing Charlton here, I send Messi, so I just have runners, and then from here when I go to Messi, I send Vira. So if you look at my controller at the top right, I play Bobby Charlton here. I press L1 towards Messi, so he has his arm forward, it means he's running. I'm playing an R1 pass to Kaká. Here again, I'm doing L1 towards Messi, so he keeps on running after this. Playing Messi, then I play from Messi here. You see that I already sent Vira on the wing. Vira gets into a lot of space, trying to go in a bit earlier this time, instead of actually just trying to go byline and then trying to play for a reset. So it's all about switching it up. You can do different kind of stuff, but I would advise you guys here to keep on going a bit more deeper down than try to play for a reset. But once you actually feel like you're really, really comfortable with that, you can try to do a ball roll here and then try to find a striker. Now, obviously, he cuts off this pass very, very well with Kevin De Bruyne here. Otherwise, if I get that pass off to Kaká, I'm basically in the golden zone to try to just turn, twist, and then either a low driven or finesse inside the box. And for the last kind of clip, this is going to be kind of like a counter-attacking opportunity here, where we get the ball, especially in our own half, and we trigger Vira because we want to go wide, obviously. We want to go wide here, and I also triggered McTominay. As you see, McTominay is running forward, and this is also just for McTominay to create that kind of space. Yes, if he's not covering this with Van Dijk, I can play a through ball towards McTominay in his one-on-one, but once he covers off this pass to McTominay, that will buy time and space for me to be able to do something. So once again, we go from the wing to kind of the middle, and then we go even more middle across. And the thing I did here when I get the ball to McTominay is to spam L1 towards Leao, so he's making that run around his Lukaku. And I'm so close to get this ball off to Lukaku. That was a great attack overall, some great defense by the opponent as well. But overall, you see how I'm going from the wing and then into the middle. If I can't find anything from the middle with my triggers, then I tend to go wide again and then just try to like basically have patience in trying to find these kind of different runners going forward, but also when you should go from the middle, then into the wing. And I would say in build-up, especially early build-up in your own half, I would always advise you guys to go to the wing, because that's a way safer spot to lose the ball at. If you lose the ball in the middle of the pitch on your own half, yes, then stuff like this will happen, where he almost scored. As I said, it's super, super important to keep on going wide in your own half. And then once you go into the opponent's half, then it's fine to go a bit more inside here. As you see here, I'm just trying to bait wide, just waiting for him to do something. But once again here, it doesn't really matter. I can just keep on taking space. But you see, I'm coming from the wing, then into the inside, and from here, I want to create something. If I feel like I can't do anything, then I try to do some combinations here. But yeah, couldn't really find him on side here, unfortunately. But overall, great attack. And yeah, hope you guys like this kind of videos. Yes, guys, thank you so much for today. Don't forget to subscribe, as I said. And don't forget to leave a like on the video. I would appreciate that a lot. And let me know that in the comments whatever you guys want to see in terms of tutorials and stuff, because I need some inspiration from you guys. Thank you so much for today, though, boys. I hope you guys liked the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.